Hello, namaste. Okay, take 575. So, hi, I'm Christy, owner of Massage Therapy by Christy Scarlett here. And this is my daughter.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Scarlett.
And this is
What's
the Tea, Sis? Okay. So, number one, this is number 2 video live.
Yes.
But number 3rd, 4th video because we thought we were recording and we weren't. So we're not going to ramble this time.
Horribly wrong.
Things went horribly wrong, but we have a tripod now, and we're going to do this.
We're
and we're going to do this
sideways.
right, and we're sideways in landscape.
We're set.
We can do this. Okay, so namaste and hello. My name's Christy. Like I said, we are doing a little talk show here called "What's the Tea, Sis?" It's a double entendre from "What's our tea in our cup," which we'll get to in a moment, and "What's the truth?" And what's the truth is healing and self-care and all those wonderful things. So I'm going to take a moment to introduce myself, and then Kenna will introduce herself, and then this will be a little bit longer than what we're going to do normally. Normally we're going to take a few small minutes each day to do what we have planned out on our schedule, and it'll give you some self-care and some tips and getting ready for our sound baths on Wednesday.
Yes.
So what I'm going to start out with is giving you a little bit of information about me. I'm Christy Scarlett. I am a massage therapist. I'm a Reiki master. I'm a crystal practitioner, a shaman. I hold over 35 modalities and certifications, and I'm licensed and insured nationally and in California. And I've been holding sound therapy sessions live on Wednesdays on my Facebook page here, because I can't hold it in person. Since we're in quarantine right now, they have suspended our massage licenses, and we're not allowed to work because, of course, we are so close to people.
Yes.
So I'm one of the first people out of the workforce, and I'll probably be one of the first people back in. But how I can supplement is to continue to touch base with people by spreading some healing. So with that being said, I'm going to turn over to Kenna here and let you get acquainted with her for a moment.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Scarlett. I am a certified Reiki healer as well as a certified shaman. I also work a little bit with crystals. That's my preferred method of healing, as well as working with some cards and intuition, I guess I'll say, and doing some spiritual healing as well. And I just thought that this would be a great way to work on some of my own skills and certifications while also working with my mom. It gives me something to do so I don't fall into a depression or leave my hands empty and idle, because there's a saying about that. Idle hands make the devil's work.
Absolutely.
So I just figured that it's better to stay busy than not.
And as everybody knows that knows me, family is my number one priority. And if I can bring my family along with me or teach them anything that I have learned, I obviously do. And so I have always been interested in spirituality. I'll even say the occult, crystals, fairies, unicorns. I was raised in an organized religion, and I absolutely do believe in God and Jesus as well. But I also do believe in Mother Earth, and I'm in tune and in touch with that. And with that being said, we're kind of trying to take this moment on Sundays, which we'll call Soulful Sundays, to touch base with our spirituality or getting in tune with Mother Nature and just taking a moment of quiet. But since today is our first episode,
right,
and it's number 1, we're going to do a little bit more of an intro of what to look forward to coming up.
Yeah, our schedule.
Yeah. So with that, tell us a little bit about our schedule coming up.
All right, so I'm going to start with Mondays, since that's the first day of our work week generally. So Mondays will be our meditation Mondays. We'll have a short, simple, easy 5 minutes or less. We're going to try to keep it fairly short meditation that will just walk you through some breathing. Maybe we'll have some nice solfeggio frequencies in the background or something like that, just to set your mind and intentions for the week.
Absolutely.
Which will then continue on through the rest of our week from our meditation till the next Sunday where we restart.
Absolutely. And we'll do mantras, so it'll either be chakra based, or maybe releasing anger, or bringing abundance, or just bringing unconditional love. So we'll have small, short little mantras to go along with it. So it'll be very, very quick and easy. Nothing more than a minute or two. Yeah. Because these little episodes or little talk shows we'll do, we're really keeping it small and tasteful so that when we're back in reality, you can come and enjoy an entire full session or have full consultations on your own.
Absolutely.
With that being said, full consultations are always available,
right?
Either through myself or through my daughter. And what that is consultations for card reading, sound therapies, crystal healings, and other distance Reiki. And that can be scheduled or answered more questions with that if you hit us up here on our little massage therapy by Christy, or you can text us, or you can call 805-419-0447, and you can set something up. We do take Venmo and PayPal and have availability to do things long distance. And how that is happening is by holding space.
Yes.
And holding space is when you are trained in energy work, you learn to open an area to where if somebody else taps into it, even remotely, they can feel that energy, that healing, that love.
Yeah.
Whether it's with the sounds or the crystals or cards.
Yeah, and we have had some people comment on that through our videos about how changing and how deep they're feeling some of our frequencies while they're watching some of our sound baths.
And also, I've had a couple people pop on and say they can't get on during the live at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays.
Right.
But I do hold it and keep it recorded, and they've gone later on that night, the next morning, and they found the time that worked for them and replayed the session. And I've even had somebody replay one session a couple of times and felt deeper and more continued healing through re-listening to those sessions. So that's really, really big. And also, the unique thing with holding space for us is, as a mom-daughter team, there's no worldly competition. So the genuine love and unconditional healing is a little bit more little bit more fluent and evident. Because with our connection, we can hold a deeper
and true
healing.
Open and healing.
And open, So we really enjoy doing that, and I enjoy having my daughter be with me to do all this. So let's go on to what are we doing on Tuesdays?
Okay, so Tuesdays are going to be our Transformation Tuesdays, and what that is we're going to be doing a card reading or grid depending on what kind of frequencies we're feeling that day. We'll be using self-care cards that are in tune with my energy usually, so I tend to be drawing the self-care cards.
I'm going to step away for just a moment. Keep talking.
So I've got self-care cards, which are all very nice, helpful tips, like go outside, go for a walk, that kind of stuff. We've got fairy cards, which are very straightforward. You need to paint a painting, get in tune with your inner child, that kind of stuff. We've got two different types of angel cards. We've got Archangel Michael cards and then just Archangel cards. And by using a combination of just one of these cards, or all four or three or two or whatever, we can get a deeper healing and understanding. We also have chakra cards. I forgot about the chakra cards.
I'm showing you the back of the cards real quick so you can see we've got quite a few different to choose from.
And they're all very straightforward. There's nothing mysterious or that can be read unclear, like tarot cards. Sometimes if the card's upside down or backwards, it means something different. But with these, it's all very straightforward, very true intentions, clear, easy, nothing hidden, I guess.
Absolutely. And so what the differentiation is for certain people that might have religious constitutions are, fairy cards, angel cards, or oracle cards are not tarot. Tarot can be a little bit mysterious, and you need somebody to
read them for you
or interpret them for you. Where fairy and oracle and chakra cards are straight up. There's no interpretation, and it's connected with the divine source and divine light. So this is an angel card, and this angel card is Archangel Gabriel. And it says, it is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Wow, that was my card I just picked. And we're doing this for the first time.
Here.
That's crazy. And so read that one.
And then this one is Archangel Michael. It says, prayer will help with this situation. And then at the bottom, it has the prayer for you to read. And when we do card readings like this, we will be reading the prayers for you.
Absolutely. This one is one of the fairy cards. And this one literally just says, make music. I mean, you can't really be more self-explanatory than that. What's yours?
I've got an independence card, and it says, decide for yourself, exercise your right to choose.
All right.
So, again, very straightforward.
Very straightforward. And last one would be a chakra card for chakra balancing. And this one actually is our solar plexus, which is actually coming up this week.
Yes,
Solar
it is.
plexus this week. Isn't
Look at
that
that.
great?
That's funny.
And so we're going to do go with the flow. That's our solar plexus chakra. It's Sharama. And that is the sign for our solar plexus for going with the flow. So that is a Reiki card and a chakra card. And so that's going to be an example for our Transformation Tuesdays is we will do a card reading or a layout. And for the most part, it should be generalized.
Yeah.
But with the way that intention works, like what I just pulled out randomly,
And leadership.
is that generally you will go ahead and we will have some sort of theme in our card reading.
Yes. And I guess that brings us into our What's the Tea Sis Wednesdays.
Yeah,
Where
what's the tea Wednesdays?
We'll be preparing you with a little talk show like this for the sound bath that will maybe be letting you open yourself more to our healing. So as you're sitting and listening to the sound bath and the meditation, you're getting the most healing you possibly can out of that experience. And the sound baths tend to also have a theme. So sometimes you'll notice throughout the week we'll have a theme. Like our meditation will be on opening your heart chakra. Our Transformation Tuesday cards just so happen to be about heart chakra things. And then our sound bath is about the heart chakra. And we don't really realize it until the end of the week because we're not setting a schedule for anything. We just let it happen as it goes. And I guess that brings us into our next day.
That's perfect. So that's exactly what we'll do for a quick blurb on Wednesday, since Wednesday is our sound healing, and we usually do a really large chakra grid, or not chakra, we usually do a large crystal grid.
Yep.
And we'll intentionally pull out some music. And so what we'll do for Wednesdays for our little talk show is we will get you prepared for what we're doing that night, but we'll make that one really short and sweet since we're doing a session on Wednesdays. That takes us to Thursdays, and we're going to call that Thoughtful Thursdays.
Yeah.
And Thoughtful Thursdays, we're going to kind of like check in with everybody. Anybody have any thoughts, questions, concerns? Comments. And we might even do that live as well. Some of these might be recorded.
Yeah.
And some of these might be live. Today was supposed to be recorded, and like we said, that went
Just
totally
horribly
wrong.
wrong.
So clearly we were supposed to do it live because that's what Spirit was telling us to do. And so here we are live. And again, it's going to be longer today than it's going to ever be because we're doing an intro today.
And telling you about every day of the week is going to be and all that.
Yeah, and so you have some expectations to look forward to. So what we'll try to do is about noon every day, have either our live or a posted video on our weekly schedule or thought processes for the week. And then we'll touch base in, and of course we'll keep that tagged up so that you can check in if you don't happen to get on at noon. And then Wednesdays when I do my sound healing, what we'll do is I'll walk you through that, and then I keep those posted as well. So if you can't make it on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., you can return to it anytime that you want through the week until the next sound bath.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep those loaded, so hopefully they stay on underneath my videos under this website.
I think they
and
do.
they're also on Instagram. So at Massage Therapy by Christy. So you should be able to access any of those sound therapies and reuse them if needed.
Yeah.
Bringing us into Focused Fridays.
Yes, Focus Fridays.
What's Focused Fridays, Ken?
So that's going to be us focusing on the healing throughout the week. Like my mom said, Thoughtful Thursdays will be more of like a reflection, maybe asking people how they felt about the sound bath, which we will be posting forums for you to ask your questions so you don't know, like you don't have to wonder where those questions will be. Friday we'll focus on the healing that we've done throughout the week. We'll focus the intentions and I guess reveal whatever theme we've had throughout the week, whether that be a chakra theme, an awakening your inner child theme, anything like that. We'll focus in on that so people can really understand the intentions and open themselves to what we've been doing throughout the week.
And Saturdays, we're going to call Self-Care Saturdays. We're going to take a moment to give a self-care tip.
Yeah.
Whether that's maybe doing a face mask or hair
bath.
mask.
Yeah.
Bath with the oils. Maybe an essential oil blend or just anything self-care. And it might be store-bought. It might be homemade. Because I am an aromatherapist and we will call ourselves herbal alchemists. And so we do a lot of tinctures and stuff with teas and other herbs and things around the house, spices and stuff. And so then last but not least, we'll wrap up with the Soulful Sundays, which again, that would be today, but we're doing intro today.
Right.
And Soulful Sundays will just be, like we said, a self-reflection. Have you taken a moment of the week to stop what you're doing and do your prayers, your meditation, your walking out in Mother Nature, taking a moment with your kids or your dogs that doesn't have anything to do with teaching, but maybe something that's more thoughtful for with love, or a walk or a hike or planting a tree, or something like that. Replanting some potted plants, something like that. So Soulful Sundays will be kind of like how we would consider church. So encompassing
the spirit greater than yourself.
Yes,
and whether that be Jesus or not Jesus,
Creator,
or
Mother Earth,
universe, rocks, whatever.
Yeah. So if you are participating in your church, our Soulful Sundays will say, did you take time quietly to listen to the message that your pastor or preacher was giving that day? And if you don't participate or go to a church, then our Soulful Sundays will be self-reflection for you, like a church. Taking that moment. And what church is, or meditation or prayer, is taking a moment of solitude or quiet to just inner reflect. Have you done what you needed to this week? Are you living up to your standards?
Are there any messages coming that you might have been ignoring recently?
Absolutely. Is there something that you can do better for yourself or your loved ones or anybody around you, a community, a neighbor? So that's basically what meditation, prayer, and church is. So if you don't go to church and you didn't take that time during the week, this will be our stop and check in to say, hey, take that moment of soulful reflection. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, we don't have much more to say because we're not going to wrap like the Today Show with 4 hours. But what we'll do is we'll kind of end with our double entendre of what's the Tea Sis. So what's the truth? The truth is that I'm going to step up into my role of leadership and authenticity and start to spread my wings. I believe in healing, and I believe that showing little bits and pieces of people will bring people together, and money and finances will come. So like I said, if you want a full, singular, or personal consultation, reading, or session, even a sound bath session you can have personally just for you. I can do that via video with you, and I can take payment or donation. But we will be doing these free things throughout this quarantine so that people can get a taste of what this whole wellness
is about.
This whole wellness movement that's coming through.
There's a lot of people that try to live with all this wellness behind it, but they don't understand the true intentions. And that's where you can get people who maybe have good intentions but mispractice, so things don't really go the right way, or they have bad intentions and they know what they're doing, and some of the wellness movement gets misconstrued. Like, essential oils are great, but they're not gonna cure you of a disease necessarily. So just the wellness movement can mean a lot of things, and this is a really good way to get your feet into what it really can be.
Absolutely, and kind of take that like mystery or the
the
behind it. I encompass my spirituality with my daily life. That is my theme, is being able to encompass everything into one. So eating healthy, exercising, focusing on your health and your mental wellness, that's all part of this wellness movement. And back in the 60s, we had a huge wellness movement come through, and it just didn't stick because I think the information was too overloaded and overbearing and confusing, and it can get very overwhelming. So nowadays, as things are kind of flowing through with the start of yoga and essential oils, and now going on to the CBD and THC movements, we're having more fluent talk of understanding why this stuff works and what it really means. So for me, spirituality and wellness, I deliberately connect with scientific. So for me, I actually have scientific proof why this stuff works. And that's why I continue to do it. So let's end on with that's our truth. So that's what's the tea truth.
That's the tea.
Now let's talk about what's the tea. So what's my tea? Today I'm drinking lavender and chamomile with a little bit of coconut milk and some clover honey that's locally sustained locally in this area. And lavender is obviously very calming, but what people don't know is it's an antibacterial and an antimicrobial and antifungal, anti-inflammatory, so it has a lot of calming and immune boosting properties to relax from the inside, not just aromatic, but indigestion as well. And the chamomile is also relaxing, and it has some very good analgesic properties of calming and just making everything just smoothed out. So for me, I took a really nice calming, relaxing blend. How about you?
Well, I drank a mint medley from Tavana today, and I quite enjoy mint tea. I prefer it hot than cold. I know you have some cold mint tea.
I like cold mint tea.
It's nice and refreshing, but sometimes it gets extra cold because it's minty.
Yep.
So I had hot mint tea today, which is good for headaches, migraines, digestion. It's also an anti-inflammatory, like you were telling me earlier. And I just really enjoy how it makes me feel on the inside. It's just very calming for me.
Yes, mint is also calming and relaxing, but it also helps relax your muscles. And so by her drink, and that's where the migraine comes in, it helps kind of thin your blood out just a little bit. And not in the sense of pharmaceuticals. We're talking on a very natural and homeopathic level that works with your body and being in tune with it. So mint also relaxes and can help ease muscle pain and cramping. And so that's what's in our tea today. Hopefully you will grab a glass of tea with us and join us for What's the Tea, Sis? And we're going to end with one last thing, because I think next week we are going to actually brew us a cup of this tea. So this is a potted tea herb garden that we got from Home Depot. And what's in here, Kenna?
Okay, so the little instruction pamphlet here says that we've got sage, we've got oregano, we've got lavender, and we've got thyme in here somewhere. I don't know where the thyme is, but it's here somewhere. And when you put this all together, you get a very nice herbal tea that would be very calming with the lavender, very herby, good for you.
Absolutely.
And when you have tea dried, you're losing a little bit of the nutrition, just like eating canned foods rather than like fresh vegetables. So if you think that you're getting all these amazing health benefits from dried tea, just imagine what you can get from fresh brewed tea with fresh herbs from your own garden.
Absolutely. Very, very good point. So one thing in this quarantine, since we're all kind of staying in, having a nice plant will bring oxygen and will actually help your mood stabilize by being able to kind of take care of it. And then the greenery in your house will help you boost your mood. But also as well, like she said, having a fresh herbal choice for teas, you're getting a lot of the macronutrients that are in here, like the vitamins and minerals that can sometimes be removed while the drying and dehydrating process. So you're still getting a lot of massively very, very good benefits with dried teas because they last a long time. But the benefits you can get from having a fresh tea is just out the roof.
Insane.
And so how you would do this is you would literally just cut a little, about a third of each of the plant. You would rinse it off, and then you just steep it in hot water. And if you had a little tea steeper, I don't know if you can see it, so I'm going to bring it over here. If you have a tea steeper, you'd put it in there. If not, you would just strain it into your cup, obviously, so you wouldn't have the floating leaves. And then you would drink it, and so that would be really good. And you can also dry these as well and use them. But so I think next week we're going to make a cup of tea from our herbal tea garden here.
That'll be fun.
And so this will be something really good to do. And there's different flavors as well there. So we preferred the one that had oregano, lavender, English thyme, and sage. And
I just grabbed this one because it was close. We were about to go inside.
And she grabbed it really quickly, and it's really good. But when I was over there looking, before I told her to run over and grab it, there was some ones with different stuff in there. So you don't have to have this particular blend. But, of course, we like some of that blend there. So
we've
that's
been talking
really
about
good.
getting lavender anyway, so it worked out.
So that's our show for today.
Yeah.
And like we said, all the rest of them will be really
Way
short
shorter.
and really sweet and to the point. But we wanted to give you a nice little introduction today and give you a moment to take time for yourself. Remember, everybody, self-care is not selfish.
Not at all.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. These words have meaning behind it, and what they mean is if you cannot be full in your own self, you don't have the time or the energy to give to somebody else. And so you need to take that time for you. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
And so if you can take even just 1 minute or an hour if you can, at least a day for just you, not your phone, not your email, not your messages.
Right.
Picking up something you love, coloring, reading a book, maybe taking a walk outside, maybe getting on the floor and playing tea set with your little girl, playing trucks with your little boy, throwing the ball with your dog. These are times of self-care. So what makes you feel good inside genuinely, that's the point. And so we thank you very much, and we appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you guys and
interact with you
and spread the word. So today we didn't look at our phone even though we're live. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to send that on over to us.
And I will be, I'm not like the social media master, but I'll be setting up some forums on my mom's massage page and massage Instagram for you guys to interact with us a little bit more, so we can really make sure we're getting all the questions and comments that we can to provide answers for you.
Absolutely. And so, like I said, you can contact my daughter through Massage Therapy by Christy if you'd like a session with her or with me or with both of us.
Right.
And it can be private and personal, or you can just enjoy our public live free group stuff. And when we come back into person, we will talk about how we will keep this stuff going when we go back to being out in society, right? Because normal isn't really a word. So what was normal won't be returned to, and what is normal right now won't remain. So remember that as well. Even though we might be a little bit stuffy or closed inside, this will pass.
Yeah.
Everything does. And if you're somebody that struggles with mental health or depression, like I do.
Yeah, me too.
It runs in our family. I am clinically diagnosed. And so I am not only an owner and operator, I am also a client. Ha ha ha. No, I don't just say it. I actually do it. I believe it. And I am going to tell you that I will not say it and teach it if I don't see it and practice it. And I don't believe in it. So trust me, if I'm sharing it with you and I've shared it with my family,
it must work.
It's gonna work. So just have the faith and trust in that, and that comes to our conclusion. So namaste, everybody. Thank you so much. Don't forget, next time, grab your cup of tea. So we'll have our What's the Tea?
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Have a great soulful Sunday. Remember to take a couple minutes just for you. And if this was your couple minutes, then go enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.